Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to the Silicon Valley Luxury Livings look back at the 2013 real estate market. My name is Dan Robinson from Today Sotheby's International Realty. So I've got a couple slides for you, so let's go ahead and get started. I'll try to keep this quick. So the graphs all have these green bars which show the 2013 numbers and the black lines which show the 2012 numbers. So as you can see, you got pretty much growth up and down the board. This chart compares the sales price to the list price. So if you take a look at that first bar, Palo Alto in 2012 was about 6% over asking price on average. This year they're up to 12% above asking price. Palo Alto really did drive the market this year, and you can see some of these cities that really jumped up. Belmont and San Carlos jumped up to above 108. San Mateo was huge. Some of the bigger, luxury areas like Atherton and Woodside, they don't change too much. So anyway, it was obviously a fabulous year, and it really was driven by Palo Alto, and we'll continue to see that going forward. Okay, the median sales price, again, Atherton's kind of leading the way, as it always does with Hillsborough and Portola Valley. But basically, you're seeing that everybody took a leap forward this year. Up and down the peninsula. Portola Valley had the smallest. It was very, very tiny, but Palo Alto jumped up 400,000. San Carlos jumped up 200,000. Everybody was pretty much in between 200,000 and 400,000 as far as increase in sales price. So it was a pretty good year. All right, moving on to the next slide. Sorry about that delay, people. Okay, so this looks at the dollars per square foot by city. And this is where you really kind of see Palo Alto take a big leap. They jumped above Atherton this year at $1,142 per square foot, a huge increase of 18%. And that was actually second in the market. Belmont actually jumped up 22%. They had just a huge leap. So Palo Alto really did push the market, bringing these other cities up. And everybody pretty much took a leap this year, other than Atherton. But that's just a couple of big homes that sold the year before that didn't sell this year. It was about the same. Okay, we'll take a look at the overall market now, not by city, days on market. If you were in the market at all this year, you know that houses just flew off the shelves. You can see it really doesn't matter what month it was all year. Started at 13 days in January, which is usually pretty slow, and ended at 15 in December. But most of the year it stayed between 10 and 12. And if you had a house on the market and it didn't sell in the first week or two, then you definitely had it overpriced. And we really didn't see a lot of that. So if you're looking for houses in 2014, make sure you're ready, because these houses don't last long. All right, average sales price. I just want to take a look throughout the year. This is throughout the entire area, January through December. And you can see there really wasn't a lot of change. Usually we see the big bumps in the springtime, and then it usually slows down in the summer, and then it picks up a bit in the fall. But as you can see, as far as sales price goes, it really stayed pretty standard throughout the year. It even went up a little bit in the fall. Now you see that big number in December, the average of almost $2 million. That's because we had over $85 million worth of property sell in Hillsborough and Atherton in December, which is quite a number. But it pushed that number up, but it's not really telling the true story there. All right, let's take a look at 2014. This is the year-to-date new listings. Now, I know it hasn't even been in a week and a half yet, but you can see that there really, other than in Redwood City and San Mateo, almost nothing has come on the market. I mean, inventory remains incredibly tight. There are currently 4 houses on the market in San Carlos, 4 in Burlingame, 8 in Los Altos, 5 in Palo Alto. There is just nothing out there. So what we can expect in 2014 is probably continued low inventory. It looks like we might see some rising interest rates. But we saw interest rates rise about a point this year, and it really didn't affect the market. So it'll be interesting to see if it does this year. If we get up towards that 6 number, I think we could start to see some issues. But right now, everything is looking like that 2014 is going to be very similar to 2013, with rising prices, low inventory. And you need to be prepared. If you're a seller, it's great news. If you're a buyer, you can get out there and buy property, but you really need to be prepared and you really need to have a plan. So, contact your realtor, make sure you're ready to go, and let's make 2014 just as good a year as 2013. Thanks for watching.